after that, I went and saw Kevin Hart. What now? The new stand-up comedy, this new stand-up documentary that was made about his tour that he had like last year, which he actually came to Cleveland uh, with this tour like basically like last June or something like that. And I wish I got it. I wanted to go see him, but I didn't get a chance to. I really wanted to. But I like Kevin Hart. I'm a fan of Kevin Hart. Like he is a pretty cool guy. Like outside of like Hollywood and all stuff like that, he's still a pretty decent human being that is a pretty humble guy. Like I've seen like interviews with him that he'll go out of his way to he remembers the people that helped him along the way. He's been on like a guy who's been around for so many years, and it took him a long time before he actually became a big name. Now is like the biggest name in like comedy out there right now, and that's awesome. I'm so happy for the guy. And I seen his other stand up documentary, Let Me Explain, and I saw it like 3 years ago. I remember not liking it that much because I like the stand up elements of the movie, but the rest of the movie where they were showing like random other shit that he, like in between the stand up bits, just I thought fell flat. And because of that, I kind of didn't recommend it. But I also thought it was just okay. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so I can't remember really much about it. But I was like, all right, why not? I said, this looks like a kind of I said, Kevin Hart can carry. I like stand up. I'm a big fan of stand up comedy, so this could be all right. And this is probably gonna be one of the shortest reviews I could ever think of because, yeah, it was all right. It was a pretty fun movie. I enjoyed it myself. Between this and like The Birth of a Nation, I almost forgot what the hell I saw. This both of them were really quick sits for me. Like I was in and out of the movie theater. Like I like that. Like pretty much like time flew by very quickly because I enjoyed myself, and this one I did too. I don't know what the hell to talk about with this movie because it's like it's either funny or it's not. And it was pretty funny. I liked like for the most part he had a lot of like of course like any stand up there are parts that don't work and parts that do work. I love the whole bit about The Conjuring. That was my favorite part of the whole movie where his dad and his girlfriend who's in a wheelchair come over and they all watch The Conjuring, and Kevin Hart scared shitless from this movie, and he starts hearing weird noises at night, and it ends up being his daughter. Just ends up scaring the shit out of him to the point that he runs out the door and gets into his car and tries to leave. And his dad's there also, and they want to get the fuck out of the house and leave. They don't worry. They don't care about the rest of the family. They just want to get the fuck out of the house because they think their house is haunted. That was hilarious. That's just like the short version of that. It goes on forever. It's pretty fucking hilarious. There's like whole running bits about raccoons grabbing their dicks and pointing their gut, like pointing like their like fingers at them and like acting like they're gonna shoot them. Like that was pretty funny. What else? There's a whole bit at the end about Starbucks. It's pretty hilarious. It's pretty spot on. Although pretty much everybody's made fun of people that order from Starbucks. Kevin Hart, my God, like that guy, he has so much charisma that's not even funny. Like that's what makes like this entertaining is like his charisma. He has like the thing with him is that I kind of compare him a lot to like Chris Tucker in the fact that he does a lot of the same things that Chris Tucker was famous for, which is like he's the loud black guy that screams all the time. I know that sounds racist, but it's true. But he does it a lot better, I think, than Chris Tucker did. Chris Tucker got grating and annoying at times. And well, Kevin Hart can have those moments too. Not as much as Chris Tucker was in his heyday. I like Kevin Hart is like a really charismatic, just so fucking charismatic. It's not even funny, and he's very likable. He's also very, very, very likable. And the fact that he sold out a fucking football stadium is amazing, because that's what happened. He sold out 53,000 people in this football stadium in Philadelphia. That is amazing. Like, I guess he set the record for the biggest attendance for any stand-up comic. That is awesome. Congrats to him. He deserves all the accolades he's been getting over the last few years. I'm happy for him. If there is one thing I will bitch about or complain about, it is if you've seen the trailers, you've seen that it's like the first maybe 20 minutes of this movie, or like maybe 15 or so, is basically a parody of a James Bond movie. It's directed by Tim Story, the same guy that made like stuff like Ride Along and stuff, and it feels like it is like something made from Tim Story, because it's not very fucking funny. It's very just, oh god, I'm like, just get the fuck on with it. Like, it was just kind of dragging on. I'm like, oh god, like first 15 minutes I'm like, oh god, if the rest of the movie is like this, I'm in trouble. But luckily the stand-up stuff takes up the majority of this movie, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But if you get through the first 15-20 minutes of this James Bond parody, you'll start seeing a lot better shit. That did not need to be in there at all. Like, it was just there to pad the movie to an hour and a half time length. That's all I can think of why the hell that's in there. Because god, that was just no good. It was no good at all. Only thing I did like about it was him and Don Cheadle arguing back and forth. The insults they're throwing at each other was pretty hilarious. Don Cheadle was pretty hilarious in this. Halle Berry's in this just because she was in a James Bond movie. That's it. I like this a lot better than Let Me Explain. I'll say that right now. From what I remember of Let Me Explain, I like this a lot better. I thought that even the stand-up was a lot better in this one. Yeah, so I do recommend this. If you're a Kevin Hart fan, definitely check it out. If you don't like Kevin Hart, probably not gonna like this. But I mean, like I said, if you're a Kevin Hart fan and you like him, you'll get a kick out of this. It was. I didn't regret seeing it one bit. I laughed a lot in the movie. There was like a black couple behind me, and that was about it. And they had a good time. So yeah, like I said, I was the only one in the theater for Birth of a Nation. So it was only a couple people in the theater for this. So it was a very empty. It was a very slow day at the movie theaters. It was like on a Monday. So what do you expect? As far as trailers go, this is one of the weirdest set of trailers I've gotten, because I got trailers for movies that are already out. It just came out like last week. I got the new trailer for the last trailer for Ouija Origin of Evil, which I had never seen, and I'm going to be reviewing that tomorrow. Because it's been getting really good reviews, so I will be reviewing that tomorrow for like a Halloween edition review. I was gonna do like a whole month of like horror movie reviews, but I kind of just haven't had the time to do that. So instead of that, I'm gonna make sure, because I'm gonna be out of town for the weekend, so I won't be here for like Halloween and stuff like that. So I will do a review for that probably tomorrow. Ouija Origin of Evil, this new trailer kind of sold me a little bit more on it, especially a monologue that girl has in the trailer about like what it feels like to be strangled to death. That was fucking creepy as hell. Like, I've been hearing really strong things about this movie. A lot of people telling me that saw the other one. I've never seen the first Ouija. I'm not seeing the other. I hear it's horrible. It looks horrible. So I'm not seeing it, but yeah, from what I can tell, you don't need to see that one to understand this one because this is like a prequel or whatever. So yeah, it like I said, that trailer sold me a little bit more on the movie than the first trailer I saw. So we'll see. Like I said, I'll have a review for that tomorrow. And the other trailer I got, the last trailer for Boo and Medea Halloween. God fucking damn it. I can't stand fucking Boo or any Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry needs to go the fuck away. And he's not, because this movie did fucking blockbusters. It was a blockbuster, or it was a big hit over this past weekend, and that is fucking sad when like stuff like Birth of a Nation and the Kevin Hart documentary doesn't make about half the money that Medea is making. That's fucking terrible. Go support people like Kevin Hart over fucking Tyler Perry is a talentless hack. Like, this shit is like the worst thing, like the most racist thing I can think of that happened to black people since blackface. I am not making that up. I still stand by that. It's terrible. And I've been told by people that actually been to screenings of these movies that, you know who makes up the majority of the audience for these movies? It's white people. White people. What the hell does that say about these movies? I don't know. I could get into a whole debate about this, and I don't want to. This is not. But fuck Tyler Perry. The only thing I liked him in was Gone Girl. That's it. This guy needs to go away. And he won't go away if we keep giving him more and more fucking money. Stop it. I usually hate Adam Sandler. I hate Adam Sandler, if anybody knows me, but I can name more shit of Adam Sandler's that I like than Tyler Perry. I'd rather watch Adam Sandler any day of the week over Tyler Perry. That's just a fucking given. I can probably name some things I will like about the Adam Sandler movie. But yeah. Alright, that's just a whole rant. Sorry. I'll be back tomorrow with a review, like I said, for Ouija Origin of Evil. And until then, I'll talk to you guys later.